It's been already 9 years since Senzo's passing. We have had no answers. The family of Senzo has been in pain. They have been grieving their son and they want to know the perpetrators behind Senzo's passing. Ever since then, the family has been sheltered and they haven't had any answers. Yet the people who are present at the moment when Senzo's life was taken away walk scot-free and go about their daily activities like nothing ever happened. In today's video, we talk about the timeline of Senzo's life and how his life was taken away. We try to answer the question who took away Senzo's life and those who are probably responsible. As we gather this information, we are not actually pointing fingers at people. We are giving our different reasons and the story behind Senzo's passing. If you're new to this channel, if I saw you're passing by for the first time, you're most definitely welcome to Afro Black Gossip. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, give this video a like, and share your comments on the comment section. In the defense, lawyer alleges that Senzo Meyiwa's life was taken away by one of the 8 people who were present in Kelly Kumalo's mother's house the night his life was taken away. It begs the question, which of them is responsible for taking away Senzo's life? The trial in Pretoria High Court of 5 men accused of taking away the former Bafana Bafana captain seems to be reinforcing the mystery surrounding the circumstances, right? The identity of the person who pulled the trigger that night in Vosloros remains a mystery. Judge Moamela has offered a dramatic proposition for defense advocate Malesela Tefo that the state had in fact inculcated the wrong suspects while the person is still behind the scenes enjoying his life. This surfaced during the cross-examination of the first state witness and the police forensic expert Thabo Musia, who was grilled about whether he had followed the correct procedure when gathering the evidence at the crime scene. Musia was worked for SA Police Service Forensic Wing in spring of 14 years, had initially declared that the crime scene was riddled with bullets and there were already a lot of evidences when he arrived. He maintained throughout his testimony that he had taken swabs and samples of bullet fragments as well as alcohol bottles at the scene. I was responsible for collecting, packaging, and processing all exhibits from the crime scene and taking them for forensic science laboratory for investigation. We collected swabs from different places inside the house for DNA. A swab is an evidence used to collect DNA from different surfaces. However, during the later stages of Mosia's cross-examination, he was reminded of an affidavit he had deposed that contravened his evidence by suggesting that the scene might have been tampered with prior to his arrival 4 hours after the incident. Therefore, representing 4 out of the 4 men accused made affidavit his point of contention and told the court that investigators of a docket that was opened in 2019, 5 years after Meyiwa's life had been taken away, had identified different suspects from the ones who were in the dock. Tefo claimed that the Office of the National Director of Public Prosecutions intended to proceed with the indictment of Longwe Twala, Kelly Kumalo, Gladness Kumalo, Zandi Kumalo, Tumelo Mlada, Ntokozisi Twala, and Maggie Fury. He added that his witness would testify that once the crime scene had been staged, Meyiwa's body had been placed in a BMW X6 and Kelly Kumalo had driven the vehicle to the nearby Boshelong private hospital under the pretense of trying to save Meyiwa's life. The conduct of these people in this house, particularly the driver of Meyiwa's car, amounted to defeating the ends of justice and concealing his passing, Tefo said. He also said that the defense team would call the witness to give evidence that Meyiwa's life had been taken away with a revolver and not a 9mm parabellum, causing him to pass away immediately at the scene, contrary to Musia's testimony. I put it to you that an eyewitness will testify that Senzo Robert Morewa's life was taken away mistakenly by Mistress Kelly Kumalo. The same eyewitness will further testify that the firearm used to take away Meyiwa's life came with Longwe Twala and that firearm was a revolver. The same eyewitness will testify all these efforts of taking the body from the scene to the hospital were about the further realms of concealment of the passing on of Meyiwa by dumping him in the hospital. Mosia said he would not comment on Tefo's assertion or on the eyewitness. The defense advocate said he will call it quit. The trial continues. Meanwhile, Zandile Kumalo had testified recently to the court, stating that someone among the 5 accused was responsible for taking away Senzo Meyiwa's life, as It all happened when that evening they were at Kelly Kumalo's mother's home in Vosloros 2014, October of 26 to be precise, when armed men came in, asked for their phones, asked for their money. When Senzo tried to save them, the man actually pulled the shot. She couldn't hear anymore. As the second shot came in, it sounded very different. That was when all of them discovered that Senzo had passed away, and of course, no one knows the exact answer of how it happened. She then rushed Senzo to the hospital when he actually said his final goodbye to Kelly Kumalo with a kiss on her forehead. That is it. We actually don't know who is responsible. Meanwhile, there are suspicions of maybe Longo Tuala could be responsible because he escaped the scene. There have been suspicions from Mandisa, the wife of then Senzo Meyiwa, because she didn't like Kelly Kumalo. And of course, many people said, well, she was the one who sent the robbers there. There are a lot of things that have been said. I hope this gives you a full picture as of what had happened, why many people actually think these different persons are responsible for taking away Sensor's life. Thanks for watching this video. I hope I made it short and a cute summary. Check out my channel for more videos because I've spoken so much about each of these circumstances, and I'll talk more again. Stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.